Hi friends, my name is Lisa Schmidt and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am very excited to show you a really fun fold, a really fun fold. I'm going to use the suite of Florals in Bloom, but the stamp set is actually called Pretty Florals. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. How was your Monday? I went out to do weeding today and ended up trimming a tree, and that took all day, and that's okay, because I'm hoping that will help the tree live longer, because it's a beautiful tree and it's the one in our front yard that provides us with a lot of shade. So, all right, here we go. We are using Pretty Florals, which is on page 42 right here, Pretty Florals. And I'm going to use this designer series paper, and I'm going to show you. It's in the everyday catalog. So here is this gorgeous, I love this, gorgeous designer series paper. And I showed it this way because I needed bigger swatches to show you, because it's so beautiful, right? And then it matches all these colors. And so all these colors coordinate with this. This is the one I'm going to use, this one on the bottom. So in addition to that, I am going to use the Pretty Florals. And so I happen to have this to show you that the Pretty Florals have two-step stamping. I'm not going to die cut out any. I am going to stamp that one. I'm going to stamp this one, and I'm going to stamp these little ones. So I'm not going to use any die cutting, but the fun fold is my main thing that I want to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to put my measurements right there for you to see. This is 5.5 by 6.5. So normal 5.5 by 6.5. And I scored it at 4.25. And I'm going to go ahead and fold that over. I'm excited about this. This is kind of a big wow. Friends, anyone coming? Anyone with us yet? How is our Monday going? The second,
hey, Diane. Hey, Tina.
There we go. The second one is 3.5. And I have different colors in them. 3.5 by 10.5. Okay, so 3.5 by 10.5, and I scored it at, I'm gonna leave it this way, scored it at 2, 3, 5.5, and 8. And I will put this in the I'll put this in the chat when I take pictures so that you can see what these are. All right, let's just get this, because this is going to sit like that. Got to think about how things are going, how things are folding. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little piece of designer series paper right here. And so this designer paper is 2 by 5.25. Okay, 2 by 5.25. And I just think this is so very pretty. So I'm kind of excited about this. It's really pretty. All right, so there's that. And then I have one more little strip, which is going to sit right here. Once it's all put together, you're going to completely understand. Right now, you're probably like, I don't know what you're doing. That's okay, because it will evolve. All right, this, I gotta think for a second. Yep, it's going to go like this. So that little piece is going to stick there. All right, I am going to go ahead and adhere this to this end to the very front of my card, the whole thing. So edge to edge. I kind of went over a little bit, so I'm going to get that off. I don't want that piece there. There we go. A little bit there. Got so excited. All right, and this is going to line up right on my fold. I'm actually going to hold it up. I'm going to put it in the middle and just do it like that. Okay, so that is right on my fold. And these pieces are going to sit like this. So I am going to go ahead and adhere this back. So I'm folding it all, kind of looks like a U. Okay, so I'm going to fold it the way it's going to be, and I'm going to adhere this to the inside here. And you don't need, you could put designer paper there, but you don't need any white. So it's all folded up. So that's what it's going to look like. And then when someone opens it, there's a little secret pocket right there.
Ooh.
So I know, right? So let's decorate the front first. And this one is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. So
Hi,
let's
Tanya.
decorate that one first. Hey, Tanya, I am going to use Granny Apple Green for my leaf. I'm just going to put one flower on here. I am also going to use blooming phrases for my words. I'm going to put celebrate on the front. Oh, let's see, does it fit? I might have to do it at an angle, which is okay. Celebrate on the front and then happy birthday on the inside. And I'm going to stamp in black for the words. So let's go ahead and put our flower. I'm going to do celebrate right over that stem. I'm just going to do one flower. Maybe I'll go up a little higher so I have space there. And I love, 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 love this flower right here. It's a 2-step. It comes out looking like this. That's one of my favorites. And I think I have it upside down here, but I think it could be either way. What do you think? I'm going to do it this way because I think it's more like a cone flower, but I think it looks cute that way too.
Yep.
So I don't think it matters. So let's go ahead and do that one. I could not find my strawberry slush, unfortunately. So I'm going to use Fleur de Flamingo. Oopsie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man down. The stamp fell off. All right. So we're going to do it this way. Yeah. And I'm going to stamp off once so that my under layer is a little bit lighter. So let's do that. Somewhere my Fleur de Flamingo, my strawberry slush is hiding. It is my favorite color of the, this way, of the new in colors. I just want to stamp that over here because I used it last time in Night of Navy. There we go. Very pretty. I like it. And then I'm going to stamp my little words, the celebrate, and I'm just going to angle it one way or the other. Let's just see here what we got. Stamp that in black. I'm going to go this way, I think. Yep, I'm going to go up. Celebrate. There we go. I didn't have space for it, but I just smudged it. All right, we'll have to get some, can you grab some gems that we can cover our smudgy smudge with?
Sure.
Thanks, love. Why do I always do that? Did I do that too? I think so. Oh, well. Let's just keep going here because I don't want to redo the... You could do the in colors. All right. Then inside, we're going to stamp 3 different things. One here, one here, and you can either do it here or you could do it inside here. So let's start with our main one. I'm going to do the main one as, maybe I'll just do the main one as our happy birthday because that's where you would write. Let's do this one. And that one I'm going to do in the Granny Apple Green again. But I'm going to use, thanks, love. Granny Apple Green choices. I love choices. There we go. Move that up a little bit. And I'm going to do the background in Peach Pie and Timid Tiger. So Peach Pie for the...
Diane says you could go around the edge with the color of the smudge to cover it up.
Say it again.
Like when you do it around the edge.
Yep, I sure could. I think I'm going to do, I always forget, do I do the detail first? I'm going to do the detail first with Timid Tiger. I'm going to move this whole thing out of the way so I don't get ink on the whole thing. Timid Tiger. And I'm going to do 3 of them. So there's 1. Ooh, so fun. 2. I did notice in our garden Dave planted some lupine? Yep. No, delphinium? Lupine. And it's really pretty. So this is, actually it's just at the end, but oh, that's pretty dark. That's all right. Let's stamp that off. This is the peach. I like that a little bit better, but having one dark is totally fine. Okay, so there's our one of them. That is going to go right here. So when you open it up, you have all these flowers, which I think is really fun. If you have an animal, it'd be fun to do the animal in 3 different places, right? 3 different poses, or it depends on what you are using. This one, I'm just going to stamp that happy birthday. So let's go ahead and grab I'm going to do that in black. Where did they go? They're right here. Okay, and happy birthday on our blooming phrases is 2 different stamps because you could do happy anniversary, you could do happy birthday, and so let's, oops, wrong color. I almost went into the granny apple green, but I'm going to do it in memento black. I wonder if it's gonna be too dark. I'm gonna try it on here first, not too dark, but it's going to be a lot. So let's try it on there. Okay, that's cute. That's all right. I think the happy is going up, so, but that's okay. I'm going to move the happy up just a little bit so it's straight. There we go. All right, so let's go do our, I'm going to do happy birthday right in the middle, so there's space to write a note, a little note, happy birthday. And I think I would like to add that little flower, or this little flower from the words. I'm going to add that using, let's take that off so I don't get ink on everything, and I will stamp that. What was our color over here? Orange. I'm going to stamp that in yellow. I'm using daffodil. I know it calls for darling duckling, but I think the daffodil, I wanted something really bright. So cute. Just have a little bit there. All right,
Carol
so that's
says yay for lupine.
that's our middle panel. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure there's no ink on that. Stick this one down. Woo. Well, there wasn't any ink on it. I'm a mess. That's okay. Okay, and then you could stamp one. You can put one here. I cut one more to put either here, or you kind of have this secret door that you open. So I'm going to actually put it in here, and it'll be another flower. So we're going to go in that granny apple green again. Granny apple green. And I'm going to use, let's see, which color should we use on this one? Probably the Flirty Flamingo, because that's now on the inside. So I'm going to do that. Let's close up this one. Oh, yellow. I kind of wanted some yellow. Let's do the yellow. Do the yellow as the background and Flirty Flamingo as the one on top. So many options. Okay, so I could have done that a wee bit higher, but there's our yellow. Daffodil Delight, which I love, nice bright color. And then Flirty Flamingo is going to be that little piece inside. So hopefully those will look great together. Oh, pretty. Oh,
pretty.
So pretty. All right, and this one is going to go right here. So you've got lots of spaces, lots of options to do some fun stamping. Let me get rid of that mat. Here, like that. And so, all right, let's go ahead and put on, let's see, Dave brought me lots of things. Ooh, I like this one with the flowers. That's really pretty. Let's do, actually, I really like also these. These are probably my favorite. And I think it's because they're my colors, shades of green. So I love green and teal. And so I'm going to use this granny apple. See if that'll put one there. Look at that. And only you know that that I'm covering up. There we go. It's a little bit, they're a little bit close to each other, but there we go. Okay, so that's the front. And then when you open it up, I made a big mess up everywhere, but that's okay. So that is I think it's a pretty fun fold. And I'm thinking now, looking at it, that this would be really pretty with either a 3D embossed image or with just one of the colors, like, let's say like this one right here, kind of a pattern that doesn't have anything bright and bold. I think that would look really pretty. There. So I will probably add that and then take a picture of it because I think it's so cute.
There we go.
What do you guys think? Fun fold.
Beautiful fun fold.
Yeah,
card.
and I kind
Cute
of
fun fold.
You absolutely could do something here, but I kind of like it when you open it, you're like, oh, there's more.
Yep.
So super fun. All right, Dave, what do you have for us?
Let me switch.
Or I can start telling him.
No, we can. So as you know, for everything you ever could possibly need in terms of stamping, go to thestamperstudio.com. You can come in, order your products right here. And as you know, tomorrow, new online exclusives are coming. So tomorrow morning when you get up, go to thestamperstudio.com, click on shop for stamps, paper products, etc. And you will be taken directly in there and you can see all of the newest and amazing online exclusives.
My favorite, I'm just going to say, because I wasn't able to get it, but I'm going to get it now, is the Sunflower 3D embossing folder.
Yep, exactly.
I'll be using that on Saturday.
Also
Oh, no.
here, you can come in and
Sorry.
register for Card Cafe because we have our next Card Cafe coming up. The July Card Cafe is the 12th, which that sounds far off, but it really is not. So July 12th, 10 a.m., come here to our Minnetonka studio, get to make, choose 5 designs, make 2 of each, leave with 10 amazing cards for just $25. So come in, scroll down, click on Card Cafe, and you'll be brought directly in there.
All right. Well, that's what I have for you tonight. And I am excited to, I said I was going to have that on Saturday. I won't have it on Saturday if I'm ordering it tomorrow. So I'm not going to pay extra shipping. So it's not going to come back quickly. But I will have something very fun to show you. I'm kind of into these fun folds. And so figuring out kind of fun things to do with cardstock, there's so many things we can do. So I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Have a safe 4th. Have a happy 4th, and I'll see you then. Happy stamping, friends.